Hey, you guys, it's me, Melody, and Tiffany is on the phone.
Again. Hi. Starting it off.
It's currently 2:19 in the morning Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Why did I say Eastern time? Why does that matter?
I don't know. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we're up. Basically, the only reason that we're up right now is because we're uploading our podcast episodes to YouTube.
By we, she means herself.
Me.
I'm just on the phone.
Yeah, for my entertainment.
I'm just kind
of... Yeah, but... so how was your day?
It was really boring.
Tiffany apparently got spoiled today.
Yeah, I went out to eat.
Apparently that's spoiling.
That is spoiling.
That's not spoiling.
Okay, but I went out to eat, and then I came home and watched movies. That's basically all I've been doing all day.
All I did today was wake up, went to go buy me food. My mom texted me while I was out. She was like, "Where are you?" I was like, "Buying myself food." And she was like, "Go home. I don't care if you bought it already." I was like, "Okay, well, you're being mean today." And you know what I did? I still waited in the drive-thru to get my food.
What'd you eat?
I just ate McDonald's. I wanted hash browns. Like, I had dreams about hash browns last night. So,
yeah.
I got 2 hash browns and a biscuit. I just really wanted hash browns. Shit. So, today, and me and Tiffany already kind of talked about this because obviously, like, we talk more than just being on the podcast. So, Natalie Woods, she was apparently a famous actress, like, a couple years ago. She apparently died. Wasn't it a couple years ago? Wasn't it like the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
That was like a couple years ago. That was like almost 40 years ago.
But she was acting way before that. That's why I was like, wait.
No,
what?
Yeah, but I'm saying like she died in the 80s. Okay. So basically, apparently, the case of how it is, basically, how they ruled it is just as an accident. That she, like, because she drowned. She drowned. And apparently that's just how they ruled it. So, like, I'm tired. Like, you guys can't see me, but Tiffany can see me. I'm over here just closing my eyes.
I know. Are you really this tired? Bro, I'm tired too. I'm so tired.
I'm not even that tired. I don't even know why my eyes are closing.
It's normal for me to be tired, but you?
Yeah, like, what the fuck? I think it's just because I'm impatient and these podcasts are taking forever to upload. But, basically, oh, fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so it was ruled as an accident. She drowned. She had a lot to drink that night. So they're saying, blah, 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 that she basically fell in the water and that's what happened. When she was younger, though, her mom and her went to a psychic and...
Oh, shit. Hold up. I need to find my AirPods so I can whisper.
I don't know why you didn't have your AirPods in to begin with.
Hold up. Give me 5 seconds. I have to get up.
Okay, well, as I was saying before Tiffany got in trouble, basically, fuck, what was I saying? Okay. So, the people that were on the boat was, his last name was Rogers. That was her husband, I believe. That was his last name. But, like, and then Christopher Walken and the boat driver, the yacht driver, the driver. They were the ones on the boat, blah, 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 blah. Why am I bringing this up? Okay, whatever. I think her husband has something to do with it. But apparently, that's not the way that they're ruling it. And he's not a suspect. I'm not going to speak for Tiffany. I'm just going to wait for Tiffany to get back. You feel me? Okay. So how was your day, you guys? That's fantastic. Oh my god, really? That's so cool. I'm fucking delusional. Okay, shit. What's your opinion? Who do you think did it? Or do you think it was actually an accident? Or do you think that... No, it's not an accident.
Bruh, like me whispering with these AirPods on, sorry, besides the point, I feel like I used to feel when I used to have the sneak talk on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, no, but either way, I always thought it was her husband. I will always think it's her husband, and that like some shit happened there.
I don't see, the thing is, I'm so uncultured. I didn't know who she was or her husband. I just knew who Christopher Walken was.
I mean, I didn't know who her husband was. I didn't know who he was.
Like, I didn't know who she was either, though. But yeah, that's tough. Shit,
It's tough.
that's tough. Like, imagine going to a sidekick when you're young and somebody's like, oh, you're gonna die by, like, falling off a bridge. And you, like, I would never drive over a bridge ever again.
Bro, that creeps me out. No.
Like, I'd be like, oh, shit. And it would be that one time that I'm like, ugh, whatever. It was just a fucking sidekick. I go on a bridge and for some reason it collapsed and I'm the only casualty.
Or you like swerve. Bro, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you okay.
Okay, I felt like you couldn't. If I had my AirPods, yo, I should have just had my AirPods in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know why you haven't had your AirPods in this whole time. I don't know who you think you are.
Because I was too tired. I can't believe this was loud for her, but it wasn't loud when I opened that fucking window.
I'm fucking dead. Oh my god.
Hmm?
I said, oh my god, but shit, my birthday's in 8 days, you guys. I'm turning 18 legal. Like,
18.
You're still 16.
Adult.
Shut up.
I'm 17.
Your birthday is not for another month.
I'm 17. At least I'm not telling people I'm 18, so I'm 16. But I'm about to be 17.
Yo.
What?
Nothing. I just remember we talked about it in the last podcast. But Jordan got no playtime.
Oh. Well, did he tell you that?
He was at his cousin's house. Obviously, he got no playtime.
Oh, I mean, we called him at like what time though? Like 7? No, that's what we did when he was done.
Caught him like at 9, 8.
Oh, then yeah, he got no playtime. Because he said he was gonna like go hang out with her at like 9. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn. That's so tough. That's so
It's
sad.
okay.
Shit.
It's not really.
Yes, that is sad.
Didn't he already get his, like, it would be sad if he was still on his, like, little, like, no, that was it. Never mind.
You guys, if you guys know about if you guys know about any hair products that, like, help your hair be healthy, please let me know. Because my hair is toasted from the roots down. My hair is
How could they even let you know?
Uh-huh.
How could they even let you know?
Well, the podcast is on YouTube, so they could comment. And they can send us little voice memos on Anchor. I don't know how they would do it on iTunes. Spotify, you can't do it. On Breaker, I believe you can. I don't know the other places that the podcast is on like that. Is it Outcast?
Yeah.
Podcast?
I think we're on Outcast.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it on there. But there's a couple places where the podcast goes that you can comment back. So if you're on one of those places, like if you're on YouTube, please let me know. Because my hair is damaged from dyeing it and bleaching it multiple times this year. It's a pretty color though. I think we should take a new picture so they can see my blue hair.
It's transferred into like different colors. I mean, you said a week.
Oh yeah. Our friends, Jordan and Fernando, have a week to film a podcast. And if they don't, they're getting booting off the island. Because
Friday will be their day.
What?
Friday will be their day, a week.
Yeah, Friday is the day that they got a skedaddle. Because, like, I'm talking changing the podcast name. Changing all of the cover pictures. Like, oh, it's going to be so much work.
Just doing a whole, like, rearrangement.
Hell yeah, that shit's gonna be so aggy, but I have to change the YouTube name. Like, this shit is so annoying. But it's okay. The thing is, we need to think about a new name. I like the name When Boredom Strikes, but I think there's already a podcast named that, though.
There might be, actually, now that you say it.
But there's songs that are all called the same. There's like 20 billion songs named Love.
Well, which songs well, only one pops into somebody's head.
We could do it when boredom hits.
Okay. It just depends which one is taken, strikes or hits.
I think, because that's what I originally named the podcast when I had only uploaded the introduction. It was When Boredom Strikes. But then I looked it up and like 2 other ones with the same name popped up. So I was like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. So then I changed it to 4 friends in high school. But it might just be 2 friends in high school.
It wouldn't make sense.
But I don't want it to be in high school because I'm going to graduate in a few. And I don't want the podcast to be over just because I graduate. I genuinely like doing this. It's fun.
Yeah.
Do you not agree?
It's just us talking, so yeah. I mean, it's easy.
I like it. All you have to do is talk.
I like it. We just talk and basically that. I mean, I feel like we're just having our conversations and then we're listening to it over and over.
Yeah, basically. I love hearing myself talk. That's why I like making YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos. I just feel like I'm not creative. So I haven't made a YouTube. But YouTube's on some bullshit, bro. Why? They went on a purge. They deleted a bunch of YouTubers' videos. Because apparently you can't beef with nobody on YouTube anymore. You can't, because it's considered harassment and blah 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 blah. So they changed their policy. So for a few hashtag YouTube is over was trending on Twitter and whatnot. But
that's what people post though.
I don't know. They're limiting everything. You can't post copyrighted music. You can't post anything that's mean. Kendall Ray posted this video that got deleted about this boy that was found, that he was a missing persons case, but he was found. And they took down that video.
Why?
It went against community guidelines.
That makes no sense.
It genuinely doesn't make any sense. It's what the fuck? What the fuck? If you're a children's channel, you can't make any money anymore.
What do you mean?
If you're Ryan's Toys, he can only make money off of sponsorships on YouTube now.
Why?
YouTube won't let. I don't know if it's 100% true, but that's just what I understood from reading it, because I have a YouTube channel, so every single time they upload their policies, I always get emails and stuff. So that's why now it always asks you before you upload a YouTube video, is it made for kids? So I believe that those channels won't get any ads on their videos anymore. So you won't make money off of YouTube ad revenue. But you can still make money off of sponsors and shit. But that's gonna fuck up a lot of people.
That's the main way to get money.
Yeah, what the fuck? So I always put that our podcast, because they're not made for kids. Our podcast is not made for kids. I wouldn't want, if I had a child, I wouldn't want my fucking 10-year-old child listening to this podcast. Because, we do cuss a lot.
Do we really?
Yeah, we do.
I'm pretty sure we didn't cuss this entire podcast.
You really think so?
I mean...
You're gonna bet on it?
No.
Tiffany, what do you think? What do you think is the best movie of all time? Just one.
I don't know. I'd like to answer that.
What?
I think there's just one best movie of all time.
No, if you had to choose one movie, the best movie of all time, and it was just one.
No, I can't choose. I
Why?
know I wouldn't pick I know I wouldn't pick Titanic. I love that movie. That's my favorite. But like, it wasn't the best movie of all time.
I actually agree with you.
Okay, bye.
I think Titanic is the best movie of all time. It's
Okay,
just
come
like
on.
a movie that you can watch with anyone. You don't think that's the best movie of all time?
I don't know, because then there's a lot of other movies out there. Like, everybody has their own. Okay, I'm gonna go with Titanic. I'm gonna go with that. But that's my favorite one, so.
I mean, that's not my favorite movie. My favorite movie's Coraline. But, like, movie wise, I definitely think that, like, just in general, that's probably, like, if anything, maybe not number one, but it's definitely top 10 best movies of all time.
I mean, yeah. You know, a lot of people know it. I'm just thinking movies that people like. I don't know, one of the Marvel movies people know about those. They're not top 10. One of them has to be, definitely. Not all
I
of them, but
think,
one.
if anything, Infinity War, in my opinion, was better than Endgame.
I didn't watch Endgame.
You didn't watch Endgame? Why would you watch
I know what
Infinity
happened.
War and then not watch Endgame?
I watched Infinity War,
That's
but
like
didn't watch
only
Endgame.
watching 30 minutes of like a long, in terms that you'll understand. That's like watching half of a, what is that show that you watch? Law and Order. That's like only watching 30 minutes of, no, that's only watching like half an episode of Law and Order.
Not even. I literally watched all the Marvel movies and then Infinity, but I didn't watch Endgame because I just never got to it. I mean, I saw what happened. So
Yeah, but it's a part one, part two.
I need to go see it. I'm not watch it one of these days.
I'll watch it one of these days.
I mean, I know what happened. Damn, I need to stop messing with my nails.
You guys, my guy friends called my nails, what do they call them? Dinosaur hands? Dinosaur claws?
I'm pretty sure he said dinosaurs said something. And then, what's the face said? Imagine? I don't know. I don't remember.
No, he added to it. He called me like a T-Rex or something.
I'm pretty sure he called you like a can something.
Fucking
I'm reading
bitch.
it right now. Okay. Dinosaur. Oh, yeah. Dinosaur ass nails. Have you pass that cup, stupid ass? Oh, shit. He misspelled. Sorry. Can you pass me that cup? Question, quotation.
I don't
get it.
understand that. Like, can you pass me the cup? He knows that I always get long nails, so I don't know why he's acting stupid.
And then Rapidor nail? I don't know what the fuck that means.
I guess it's a type of dinosaur. I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's a dinosaur. Basically,
You guys,
just called a dinosaur.
I changed my opinion on, what is their names? I'm so tired right now. Unsolved, the Ryan, and I think his name is Steve. Ryan and Steve. Is it Steve? Is his name Steve?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Ryan is the cute Asian guy. Steve, what's his name? Wait, no, is his name Steve?
Who?
The other guy on
Who are you talking about? Literally, who are these people?
Oh my god, what do you mean? Who are these people?
The
guys from Unsolved.
Oh yeah, I don't know their names.
Oh my god. I think I'm just gonna say Ryan and Steve. I changed my opinion on them. They're actually freaking hilarious. They're fucking funny.
I was off my bed and I almost stepped on my computer.
Oh my god, tell them about the dream that you had.
No thanks. Pass.
Why?
Okay, so like I was like sleeping. And,
wait,
like,
you guys realize how she just said? You guys realize how she just said, no thanks, pass, and then she starts saying her fucking dream?
Okay, but you know when I say no, I'm definitely gonna do it. so basically, I had a dream, and I had sleep paralysis, and I always have sleep paralysis. And I usually have it where I can't breathe, so I have to turn myself over. But today, I didn't have it where I couldn't breathe. I had it where, like, my ear was by my pillow. Like, it was on the pillow. So, and one side wasn't on the pillow.
So she was turned to the side.
I was sideways. And then I couldn't move, but, like, I feel like not my body was still so that way that I couldn't move, and I tried to move like I usually do. I started moving my feet, which then leads to my foot, which then leads to my leg, but I couldn't do it. And I had to like work real hard to do it. And then I could hear like the screaming in my ear, and I like got scared. Like I feel myself getting scared, and I would stop moving, because then the screaming would like stop. And then I heard the screaming again once I would start moving. So then I eventually just started like pushing through it, and I turned myself over like on my back, and it went away. I just got up. By the way, I was watching a crime case while that was happening, so I turned that off and put on Family Guy.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I fell asleep to the Unsolved about John F. Kennedy. And I fell asleep during that, and I had a dream that, like, I woke up in my aunt's old house, right? And I just walked right in the door, like it wasn't locked, like her house wasn't locked. So I just walked in, and at first when I walked in, her room door was open. And then I fell asleep, and I woke up on the couch. This is still the dream. And then I looked, and her bedroom was closed, but I thought like nobody was there. So then I went to my cousin's room, and then I looked in the closet, and it was like big, and there was like a big family in there. So then me being me, I walked out basically, and then I went back, and then my aunt's room door was open, but like there was nobody in the house. Mm-hmm. So then I went back to sleep, and then the next time I thought I was awake, but it wasn't like a lucid dream or sleep paralysis or anything. But like I thought I was awake, like back, because I fell asleep in my mom's room. So I thought I was awake, but like it was dark, and I was just like, what the fuck? What time? Like how long have I been asleep that it's dark outside? So it was like dark. It was like pitch black, and like my brother's like tablet was like set up in a way that it was just like staring at me. Did you just hear that?
No.
It was like a loud bump.
I can't hear anything. My fan is on, and I have you on like a low.
Oh, there was like a loud bump.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. So, it was like pitch black dark. Like I could see the outline of the tablet, and it was like recording me, or it was just open or something. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to make it like not be there, but then it started to slide off. So then I try to like look at my phone, but I could only see the outline of it. And then I like woke up, and I wasn't even facing the direction that I had set my phone up. I was facing like the other direction. So I was like, what the fuck? And it was still light outside. Like I was awake. And then I just quickly opened the blinds, and my brother's tablet wasn't even there either. So I was like, what the fuck? And then I went back to sleep.
Yeah, I went back to sleep too. I was like, fuck it.
I was like, fuck this, whatever. Life is tough.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm like actually tired. Fuck. So how do you think that overall, how do you think the music was in 2019? Because at the beginning of the year, or like even last year, a lot of people were like, because in Drake's song in 2016, he was like, turn the 6 upside down, it's a 9 now. So they were like, oh, this year's going to be like 2016, like, it's going to be such a good year, blah, 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 da, 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 da. So how do you think that overall...
2016 did have good songs.
You said what?
I said 2016 did have good songs. I'm thinking about it right now.
Like, how do you think that music was overall in 2019?
I mean, I thought it was alright. Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was like, whoa.
It wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't the best.
It
Like,
wasn't the best. I don't
I don't
know.
think anything
Maybe.
has dropped in 2019 that I'm like, oh shit, that's my song. That's my fucking song. Like,
Nah. I mean, old music, yeah. Like 2016, I'll be saying that their songs, or 2017, that was the year. Or 20, no, not
like
that year wasn't good.
2018, there's still some songs that I'm like, that's my fucking shit. But like this year, nothing was dropped that I'm like, this is my fucking shit. Except for like a couple songs, on
Yeah, I like a couple songs.
like I liked a couple songs on like X's album that he just dropped like a week ago. You know he got these. This is the least amount of sales he's gotten on all 4 of his albums. He only
Really?
sold 65,000 in 1 week.
The hell? How much is it usually? What's it usually?
It's more than that, but I don't know, because they were tweeting about it.
Yeah.
Like, this was his last album and it sold the least amount. But I guess it's because there was so many features. And even though I know that Cleo worked her ass off and his whole team worked their ass off to make his final project something amazing. And it is amazing. I genuinely love it. But
I like
it
3
missed,
songs on it.
It missed that.
The 3 you play.
Yeah. Like, it missed that, like, genuine touch of like a genuine album that you know that he put his heart and soul to. Not saying he didn't put his heart and soul into the parts that he made for this album, but it's just like, how would it be different if he was alive? So I guess I understand why a lot of people didn't really listen to this album, because it just lost that genuine feeling in a way because of all the features and shit. But I mean, the features were a good add-on, but it's just like he was never a person to have a lot of features on songs, on his albums.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like, okay. But no, the album's good. But other than that, like, there's not an artist that like dropped an album that I'm like, every single song on this is my fucking shit. Except for this album, the one that just dropped, X's album.
Yeah.
But like, usually there's like a good, like, even last year Trippy dropped A Love Letter to You 3, and every single, like, the album that he dropped this year, which is A Love Letter to You 4, it's good, but I listened to the whole album when it dropped. But other than that, I haven't gone back to listen to it. And for that album, I know, like, Toxic Waste, okay, I don't know the names right now. But, like, that album was amazing. What else dropped last year?
What else from what?
Drake's album dropped last year. That one had a lot of good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was last year. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
That was last year. No, was that not freshman year? My freshman year? Your sophomore year?
Was that?
I'm pretty sure that was my freshman year.
That was 2017?
I used to know.
Huh? Scorpion dropped 2017?
Bro, I'm looking it up right now. I'm pretty sure.
I swear it was last year. I swear it was 2018.
Bro, maybe it was, but like, at the same time, I feel like I remember what's her face was talking about it.
Like, I'm pretty sure that was 2018. Was it not?
I don't know. My internet's trash. I'm looking up his album right now. I mean, there it goes. Take Care, Scorpion. Oh, yeah, it was 2018.
Yeah, that was last year. That's what I fucking said, you dumbass.
I'm pretty sure that I remember that song.
I remember that last year because I remember that song drafting after my baby died. And the whole hype and everybody, like, jumping and doing the dance, like, Kiki, do you love me? Like, yeah, I remember that was last year. It seems like it was so long ago, though.
I was gonna say, didn't God's Plan come out? I remember that.
Tell me how the Eminem versus Nick Cannon podcast has a copyright claim.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, because we played the song.
Do you think I should cut that part out and then re-upload it? Or should I just let them have it?
I mean, do you just want to let them have it? It's not like the best podcast we did.
Yeah, that's probably the last podcast was probably the podcast that I'm like least proud of. Like
I haven't even listened to it yet. Like that's how I'm like disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that podcast. I really am. I think this one's going good though. I'm kind of just tired.
I guess. I mean, yesterday. Yeah, I'm tired too. I mean, yesterday I don't even remember it. If I'm being honest, I remember my beating, but I don't remember that.
Okay, don't make it sound like that. Cause you hit me in my back. I have a bruise on my back. You know that, right?
Melody, you pulled
But
my
I don't
hair.
complain. But I don't complain whenever I get bruises or anything. I'm kind of like, okay, whatever. But Tiffany gets one tiny little bruise, and she's like, oh my god, like I have a bruise on my back because you kicked me.
Melody, you literally pulled my hair
and then you hurt my nail.
My head down.
You hurt my fresh nail, Tiffany.
I didn't hurt.
You literally did.
Your fresh nail. Okay, that one was my mistake. I said I didn't mean to do that.
I said I didn't mean to do that. All I did was because Tiffany wouldn't get the fuck off. Her room is freezing, right? And she wouldn't get the fuck off the blanket. So I wanted some blanket. And then, like, she just was acting psychopath. So then I pushed her off the bed like a normal human.
Excuse me?
And then I threw water bottles at her. And then I got on top of her and shit. But like, no, bro. She was on some psychopathic shit, not letting me get no fucking blanket.
Okay, this is bullshit. This is like so fake. I'm pretty sure that you started it with me. You pulled the blanket, and then you pushed me off the bed. And then I said, Melody, move. You're in the middle. I want to sit on that side.
So then she got on me.
I sat on her because I thought she would have moved.
And then
she didn't. So then she started attacking me. Literally, I sat on you for like 2 seconds. So that isn't like.
No, the fuck you didn't. You literally probably stayed on me for like 2 minutes, Tiffany.
Oh, bye. Okay, come on, Melody. I'll give you like 30 seconds.
Don't fucking lie. I didn't even sit on her for that long. You're such a fucking liar.
Yeah, I promise you, it would not be 2 minutes because my legs would like hurt from just sitting like that.
You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. Because I remember being suffocated by your titties. You're a fucking liar, Tiffany.
No, you were not. Okay, she's a fucking... No, okay, I'm not even about to get you. That's a fucking lie. How are you suffocated? I didn't even hug you. You dumbass. You were not suffocated. She is such a liar. And she's good at it. So she doesn't even fall through as like being a liar.
Because I'm literally not lying, Tiffany. I literally almost suffocated by your fucking titties.
That's literally not even true. I'm pretty sure you hit my boobs.
No. Yeah, I hit your boobs to get you the fuck off of me. Exactly. Point blank period.
No,
Case
that's not
closed.
That's not how it went. I didn't even fucking suffocate you.
Yeah, I did. Stop fucking lying. You're a fucking liar, Tiffany. Jesus fuck.
Oh my god, fuck off.
How do you feel about black magic?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of true. I think it's actually out there.
Do you take it as a bad thing?
Do I take it as a what?
A bad thing.
I mean, no, each to their own. I just don't want to get like voodoo dolls on me or any of that. That's black magic, isn't that? Voodoo dolls?
Yeah, that's black magic.
Yeah. I was like, is that black magic?
Because I saw this video, again, on the Unsolved BuzzFeed shit. And they went to visit, I don't even know where it was. It might be in Pennsylvania. I'm just saying Pennsylvania. I think it was Pennsylvania. I saw this video yesterday. No, like a couple days ago. And Ryan and his partner, because I'm not sure if it's Shane. Oh, it might be Shane, not Steve. Is it Shane? It sounds like Shane.
I don't know.
It starts with an S. Okay, so S and Ryan.
What if it's Seth?
It's not Seth. I know it's not Seth. Because I can see a Shane, or I can see, like, in my head, it's either Shane or fucking Steve. He doesn't look like a
Okay,
Steve.
keep going.
It's Shane. Whatever. We're gonna go with Shane. So Shane and Ryan, they went to this town, and there was like she's like a psychic. No, she's not a psychic. She's like a witch per se. And like she was gonna feed one of her voodoo dolls, but it's an entity that lives in her house. So she like put vodka in her mouth and then spit it out. And that was her like giving them hydration. And then they went to this place. They have like a place where they can like, what the fuck is that shit called? It's like a place where they can go to like summon spirits. But I forgot, they have a specific name for it. It's like a community house to summon spirits. So like the whole community like fucks with that shit, right? And she went in there and she like was knocking on the ground, I think in like a pentagon. And then she drew on the ground. I think she drew a pentagon. And then she was saying a bunch of like words that I don't understand. And then they had to walk through it, but backwards. And yeah.
I swear. I've never heard about that. So weird.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to the video later so you can watch it, but it's intriguing.
Yeah.
And you have to
the
like...
The only thing I know about is like voodoo dolls.
That's all you know?
Yeah. Well, about black magic, that's the only thing that comes to my mind.
Wow. I mean, I don't really know that much about that type of shit. I know more about like Ouija boards and like rods and like objects people use to like contact spirits. Like I know more about that, but I don't know about like I know what voodoo dolls are used for and shit, but I don't know, cause in Coraline, the doll was a voodoo doll. Yeah. And then the dolls that she made of her parents, those were voodoo dolls.
Yeah. I just remember seeing voodoo dolls when I was little, like while watching like Scooby-Doo, and they like had a needle through it.
Yeah, they puncture it where they want the person. I think you need like something of that human. Like you either need like a hair or their DNA, or you need something.
Something.
Well, hair is DNA. So you just need something of theirs. Something to like physically connect the doll with them. Which is fucking scary. Would you ever like summon a demon?
No.
So you wouldn't do like the Midnight Man ritual? Or like...
No.
Why not?
I would record it.
You know, if you're still in the room, then you're partaking in it, right? What about the hide and seek alone?
No, definitely not.
Why?
You can do that, and I'll edit that for you.
Who said I'm gonna do it?
I wouldn't do it.
A doll chasing me around my house? Fuck no.
No, I'm afraid of dolls either way. I've been afraid of dolls all my life.
I would only do that if for some reason we were doing it at a friend's house. Like the Midnight Man game, but I would never do that shit at my own house. I'm not stupid. Fuck no.
Oh, yeah,
fuck
great.
No. That'd be so bad. Or like the Three Kings ritual. Oh, I only know about all this shit from Sam Goldbach's channel. I don't like research this stuff on my free time. I don't like sit here and like, oh my god, this would be so much fun. Like, I don't do that, but...
I don't remember that video. I remember, I guess, Oh my god, do you remember me, you, and Jordan watched that video? And you already watched it, but me and Jordan watched it for the first time on the phone.
It's
That's
so
when we all used to
creepy.
FaceTime.
Yeah, it's so creepy. It's so creepy. The thing is, I believe in all this shit. I do. Paranormal. Oh, I'm so tired. Jesus fuck. Oh my god.
Huh?
I said I'm so tired. Oh my god, it's officially 3 a.m.
Nothing good happens after 3 a.m.
This is considered the devil's hour.
Okay, bye. Don't put that bullshit out.
No, it's from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Bro, I'm fucking tired. Like, I'm beat.
Oh, now she's tired.
I've been tired for an hour.
Uh-huh.
That's why people say nothing good happens after 3 a.m. Bro, makes sense.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Isn't it nothing good happens after 12 a.m.?
No, that's not even.
Isn't it nothing good happens after midnight?
No.
I've never heard nothing good happens after 3 a.m. Because I've had my funnest
I've always heard that in a catch.
I've had my funnest moments after 3 a.m. So this is bullshit.
Okay.
And it's a blatant lie.
It doesn't only have to follow to you. There's billions of other people on this planet. Do you think everybody had a fun time at 3 fucking a.m.?
Yes.
Literally, the world revolves around many people.
But my world revolves around me.
I'm
Does
pretty
your
sure not
world not
everybody had a
revolve
fucking
around
fun
you?
time at 3.
Does your world not revolve around you?
No. It revolves around everyone around me and me.
Fucking liar. You're a fucking
It combined.
liar.
That's why you're in.
Okay, but at
that's
the end
why
of the
you're
day,
in my world.
But at the end of the day, you're not gonna do something.
Huh?
You're not gonna do something that doesn't benefit you. So the world revolves around you. For you. For me, I'm not gonna do something that doesn't.
What would I do that benefits me?
I don't know. Like, that doesn't benefit you. If somebody was like, hey, yo,
exactly.
Go jump off that bridge and die. You're not gonna do it. Because it doesn't benefit you.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not saying that. I'm saying
so
that my world doesn't just revolve around me.
So you're telling me you think about everyone else before you make a decision. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
You're a fucking liar.
I think about my mother every time I make a decision.
No, you think about your punishments every single time you make a decision. You don't think about your mother.
Same difference.
It's not the same difference. It's not even the same thing.
Mother equals punishment, so...
No, you're just thinking about how that will affect you.
No.
You don't think, how would this affect my mom? How would this make my mom feel? You think about, shit, how is the punishment that my mom is going to give me that affects me?
Whatever, Melody.
Because you know I'm right.
I still think it revolves around everyone around. Everybody I've let into my life connects to me in some type of way. Everyone I've let into my life.
Well, my world revolves around me. And what I think is best for myself.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure
different
that...
options.
What?
That's
Thomas Hobbes' theory. That every human is born selfish.
What's that?
Or that was John Locke. Nope, that was Thomas Hobbes.
Oh.
He is an Enlightenment thinker.
Yo, my arm is getting fatter. Sorry, that's besides the point. I swear, every body part of me is getting fatter.
Except your ass?
Except my ass. Like I swear, if we're on a podcast...
Yo, yesterday...
I'm not...
I told her that she's gonna look like Wendy Williams.
Bro, that shit made me sad. But listen,
but it made me laugh.
Oh my god,
so
this is ginormous.
How I'm selfish. Because I sacrificed your sadness for my laughter.
Okay. You always do that. That's not new. Did you just say that was new? Because that's not.
No, I said you see
Bruh,
that. I just sacrificed your sadness for my laughter.
I lost my motto, like my mojo. Sorry. I lost my mojo, guys. Like, honestly, September, I was like on it. Like, I was wearing nice outfits. I was really into it. And then October hit me, like the 1st of October, and it was just like,
Yeah, she bends
like, it
down
was
to
just,
everything.
huh?
You bend down to everything.
Bend down to everything.
Yeah.
Are you saying because my ass is flat? What does that mean? What the fuck is bend down to everything mean?
Like you let everyone walk over you.
I don't let everyone walk over me.
You let
I
anyone
don't
who
let
matters walk over you.
I let anyone who what?
You let anyone who matters walk over you.
Who's anyone who matters?
Your mom.
Are you talking about you?
Your sister.
Oh,
I don't walk over you. I make fun of you, but I don't walk over you.
walk over me.
If you were like
What
to
is walk
seriously
over?
sit me down one day and you were like, Melody, you really need to stop saying that. Like, that's genuinely hurting my feelings. Then I'd be like, okay, and I wouldn't do it again.
What
But
does walk over mean? Like just step over me and just do what they want?
yeah.
Okay, my mom and my sister don't fucking count. That's like my entire life. So that doesn't even
Exactly.
count.
They're your entire life. They choose everything
Okay,
for you.
bye.
Am I lying?
No, but either way, that's basically all Melody had to say. She couldn't come up for anybody else because nobody else walks over me in my life
Oh, really?
except my mother and sister. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. But those are the only people that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
And
the
then
only people
people
that
that,
matter and they walk over you. Do
okay,
they see
bye.
you as an equal?
Yeah. They see me as a daughter and sister.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think your sister sees you more as a daughter.
Bye. I'm not her daughter.
She was more mad at you for everything that happened at school than your mother.
No, fuck. I should have never got caught up. I wouldn't have to be doing my homework like that. And I would just be like, freedom. I don't know, stop.
Even when you had your freedom, you would be scared to ask to go anywhere.
I don't fucking know why. I didn't know what I had. Yeah. Damn. It's fucked up.
Yeah, you did fuck up.
And that's just, I wish I could go back to moments. Like, I can remember moments, time, and places where I wish I could repair them. Like, I really, really wished that day we went out, all of us, to fucking Wendy's in the outlets. I wish I would have told her what I was really doing so I would never get location. Because that was the night I got location set
I
on
don't know
me.
why you just didn't tell her, yeah, we're out with Melody's boyfriend and her other friend, Jalen. And we're just gonna go out to eat and maybe go to the mall.
I don't remember what lie I told, but either way, that's the day I wish I would have told the truth. So I wouldn't have to have location. That's a moment I want. It's my top 3 moments. My second one is definitely my report card. That's definitely my report. And my third one is like what's it called? Once like I had my what's it called? My airplane mode. You remember that one time? Did I have my airplane mode on?
Yeah.
That grew suspicion.
You should have just left your phone at
What's up?
school like you do now. Now, whenever we skip, she leaves her phone with her friends.
It's embarrassing.
It's sad.
I can't even use it.
Like, me and Stephanie are like, whatever. And Tiffany's over here like, yeah, I have to leave my phone. Okay, I gave my phone to my friend.
Bye.
Hey, text Melody in case my mom texts me so I can, like, text her back. And then her mom
I
really
did
has
that
her.
once,
Her mom
and
really has her at her neck, bro. Her mom be texting her randomly like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring you school to food," and then she doesn't show up, just to make sure
yeah,
that
that's
Tiffany
true.
doesn't leave.
Yeah, that is true.
And then if Tiffany has to bring someone over when she's alone, her mom's like, "No, I'm gonna be there in 10 minutes," and like doesn't get there for like
Super.
2 hours.
It's so fair. But I've never done like it's been a while since anybody's came over.
Yeah, because you're on punishment.
I'm not on punishment before.
You are on punishment.
No, I'm not.
You're technically still on punishment. You get your phone taken at 10:30 every night, except on the weekend.
Okay. Shut up. I hate when you call me on me last night and you were like, oh my god, you didn't get your phone taken away.
Are you gonna get your phone taken away during winter break?
No. Why would I get my phone taken away during winter break?
Because it's the weekday.
Bye. No.
Okay,
It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all.
Okay, Tiffany, whatever you say.
It is gonna be that. I'm not getting my phone taken.
Okay.
My cramps hurt.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done in your life?
I mean, my stomach hurts. I said my cramps.
You're just not gonna answer my question.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
Oh my god. I said, what's the craziest thing you've ever done in your life?
Oh, sorry. My stomach hurts. Like, I've never done anything crazy. It's like wild. You know, I'm boring.
That is tough.
I've never done anything crazy.
I have a lot of moments.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I have a lot of moments. I mean, they're not like crazy. They're just more of...
Wait, what? Say more so I can know what level we're supposed to say it on.
Well, I mean, we got pulled over, but that wasn't crazy. That's not like something we did. But what else? What else have we done? Well, we drank all of the alcohol at my grandma's house. Stephanie went to the hospital. Oh no, the craziest moment. Okay, so we were at my ex's house. This was like a long time ago. We were at Camilo's house. And Stephanie and Camilo decided to get drunk. And I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. So Stephanie then, fast forward, threw up all over Camilo's house. Like, I'm talking all over. Like, I'm talking all down the hallway. I'm talking everywhere. And then Camilo starts being suicidal. So then he runs into the woods.
What?
So me and Stephanie run after him. And then I'm like, Stephanie falls. So I go back. Obviously, that's my best friend. So I go back and I pick her up. And he's like... And then I try to pick her up. She's like, no, Melody, go get Camilo. I don't like him, but I don't want him to die.
It's literally like she falls and then she's just like, no, go on, help me.
Exactly. Like, I'm like, yo, chill. Right? So then I'm like, Camilo. I'm like, stop being a bitch. Where are you? We couldn't see him. So I was like... And then his shirt got caught on, like, a branch. And then I was like, Camilo, yo, chill. So then he rips his whole shirt. Right? And then he keeps on running. And I'm like, oh, my fucking God. I'm like, okay. You know, like, whatever. And then me and Stephanie, we stopped looking. Well, we walk all the way to the end of the woods near a highway. And then we stop looking. We're like, whatever. He's probably back home by now. So then we go back to his house. And we find him there. And we're like, wow, bitch. So, and he takes a shower. Stephanie's sleeping. I'm with Stephanie. And then he walks out. And he's wearing a bathrobe. And his whole pee-pee is just dangling. And Stephanie saw, so she quickly covered her eyes. So I go up to him and I go and just like cover him, and I'm like, go to your room. And then, so he goes to his room, and then me and Stephanie, we get phone calls, and then they're like mad at us. They're like, where are you guys? Where is this? Where is that? They're like, come home right now. And like, keep in mind, Stephanie's still drunk, so I don't think she can walk to the fucking house. So I call my mom, and she comes to pick us up. And then we got to the house, and my mom and her mom start yelling at us. And then her mom starts telling me how I'm a bad friend, and I'm a bad this and a bad that. And I was just like, yo, I didn't tell her to drink. She's her own person. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, drink. Her mom thought that I, like, forced her to drink. Like, I would never force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. So I was like, what the fuck? So that was the first time I got loud with Stephanie's mom. I was like, no, that's not what the fuck happened. And then we blamed it all on Stephanie's cousin.
What?
We said that Stephanie's cousin gave her the alcohol. She's like, so why aren't you drunk? I was like, because I didn't want to fucking drink. Like, I don't like drinking. Drinking's not my cup of tea. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. It burns my throat. So yeah, that shit happened. I mean, and there was this other time. It always involved me drinking. So I was in Mexico, and I went to this bar with my cousins in Mexico. And I had just found out that my ex, I just don't feel comfortable with saying his name, but you know which one I'm talking about. The one that broke my heart into a million pieces. My ex, I just found out because Ashley came to the house, and she was like telling me how on his Snapchat, he had posted a picture with his ex with a heart. So I was like, what the fuck? So then I blocked him on everything, didn't text them, blah, blah, blah. So then I went to go get drunk. And then I was drunk off my ass, right? So then I called my friend Messiah, and I was like, do you think I should call him? He's such a bad friend, bro. He was like, yeah, call him, then call me and tell me how it goes, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, terrible people. I surround myself with really bad people. So I called my ex, and then I was like, I don't remember the conversation that me and my ex had. I just know that he kept on telling me that I said, because afterwards we talked in the morning. Well, he texted me, because he wrote me this long paragraph. And he was like, telling me that I told him that I said that I love him a lot, and that I love him more than Stephanie. So I already know that he's capping, because I've never said that I loved anyone more than Stephanie. So that's a big ass fucking lie. And then he said that I had feelings for, you know what's his face? And I kind of did, but I don't know why I would say that.
Well,
yeah. So then the next day we were like, I was just like, yeah, like I was like, because I was still a little bitch, right? Like I was still like head over heels for this bitch, like, yeah. So I was like, yeah. He said something. I still have the paragraph. It's in my phone because I copy and pasted it into my notes. But it's something along the lines of, like, you hurt me. You did this to me. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I have feelings for you, but, like, I can't let that get in the way. Like, I know where I need to be, and that's with my ex, and blah, 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 blah. He said, you need to value yourself. You need to do this for yourself. Da, 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 da. So I was like, okay. I didn't text him back, right? So he wrote me that long-ass paragraph. And then he got my best friend at the time, who wasn't really my best friend, Monte. He got Monte to text me and was like, yo, text my man's back, bro. And I was like, no, I don't want to talk to him. He was like, bro, he wants to talk to you, bro. Text it back. So then I was like, fuck it. So I texted him back.
wait, this is your crazy story?
Yeah. Well, it's
This
two.
is super crazy right now. But what?
So then...
I thought you were leading into a different story.
Oh, this is a different story.
This is really good.
But it's not a crazy story. It's just a drunk story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were saying right now.
Yeah, this is a drunk story. That was a crazy story. The first one, where my other ex tried to kill himself in the woods.
Okay, keep going with your story, though. That was actually interesting.
So, I texted him, and then I said something along the lines of, like, I just don't want to, like, not have you in my life at all, but we can be friends. He was like, yeah, we can be friends. And then, like, Mind you, the first thing that he texted me when I woke up that morning was that he wants nothing to do with me and that we need to stop whatever we have going on and that I'm too attached and da 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 da. And then he basically was cutting me off. He basically cut me off in the morning. And then a couple hours later, he was like, you want to be friends or do you want to be friends with benefits? And then I was like, what the fuck is this? You feel me? I was like,
what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I don't really care. Because I didn't care. Like, after that night, that's when he realized, like, after that, because, okay, so all went downhill. I said, yeah, we can be friends with benefits, whatever. And then me and Stephanie had a falling out while she was in Honduras and I was in Mexico. It was like a 3-day falling out. And then I told him about it. Oh, my God. I just said his name. Whatever, I don't care. So I told him about it. And he was
No, you said I told him about it.
I said I told... Okay, I guess I said him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't... You said him.
I said him the second time. But I was like, yeah, like, it hurts me because I love her, blah, blah, blah. He said something, make up with her, my love, and da-da-da-da. And I was like, what the fuck did this man just call me love for? You feel me? I was like, what? So then after that, I slowly started detaching myself from him because I was like, I know that this isn't the right thing. And then I tried to cut him off numerous amount of times, right? Like I tried to cut him off like 3 times while I was in Mexico, like after my whole drunk incident. I tried to cut him off. And then he wouldn't let me. Like, he'd be like, no, like, I'm sorry, like, da-da-da-da. And I would just be like, okay, whatever. Like, it came to a point where, like, I would rarely text him. Like, I didn't really care anymore. It was like, fuck this. Like, I didn't care. Like, I knew that I deserved better. And I was also growing feelings for what's-his-face. So I was like, whatever. Like, I have a person that would cherish me, whatever. Because I didn't know that he was big of a hoe. I didn't know that he was that big of a hoe at this time. Because I didn't really know him like that. So I posted something on my Snapchat story that was like, how do you have feelings for somebody you barely even talk to? So what's-his-face swiped up on my story and put the eyes. And then I just sent back the eyes. Like, he knew it was about him. That's so embarrassing. Fuck. And then I came back from my trip to Mexico. I came back and I saw my ex. And you know, whatever. And then after that, he cut me off without telling me. Never got an explanation. Never got why. He just kind of cut me off. And then Monte was fucking with Stephanie at the same time. And he cut her off too. And me and Stephanie, like, I was hurt maybe for like a week. But then I like was like, fuck it. And then I just started like smoking a lot and doing a bunch of other stuff. Like sneaking out and shit. And it was the best summer I had. Like, after I got back from Mexico, it was like the best summer. Like, we were never home. Mm-hmm. We were always out. We were just always with friends and like good people. Like, that summer was so fucking fun after I got back from Mexico. But yeah, that shit's crazy. I mean, Tiffany has a story about her ex, don't you?
What ex?
Your only ex?
I have no ex. I've never dated anyone.
You want me to say his name?
No, but... Wait, what? Damn. Huh.
So, this is how I met Tiffany.
Oh, that's not... Come on. That's not even crazy. That's not even funny. Can we stop? We don't need to talk about how we met, okay? Listen, all you need to know is that we met through my best friend, which is her cousin. That's all you need to know.
At the movies.
Whatever.
And she was going on a date.
That's not even fucking crazy.
It's not a crazy
that's
story.
Literally,
I just changed the
topic. That's cringy.
It is a cringy story. That's why I'm telling it.
She just wants to change the topic. Okay, whatever. Fuck, go ahead and tell it. She's gonna tell it all the way wrong.
Okay. So we went to the movies, and she was going on a date with her boyfriend, right? She was in the 8th grade at the time. I was
let me tell you this. Ashley didn't even tell me that she was bringing Melody. She literally told me that she was bringing her her ex-boyfriend at the time. Yeah, at the time it was her boyfriend, but it's her ex-boyfriend now. And the only reason we did that was because her ex-boyfriend and my ex-boyfriend were friends, like close friends. And So we were like, fuck it, let's go, like, together. And then she ended up breaking up with him that day and brought Melody. And I was like, surprised. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. Should I keep going?
No, I'll keep going because I like my version of the story better.
No, I'll keep going because I like my
I
version of
saw
the story.
Tiffany
No.
and
Okay,
I
fuck
thought
it.
that she was a stuck-up bitch. I did not like her.
I don't know
I kept
why
telling
you
Ashley,
thought
I was
that.
like, oh my god, your friends are so fucking lame. Like, oh my god, why am I here? And I tried to get Stephanie to come, but like she couldn't. I was so pissed. I was like, oh my god, I'm hanging out with fucking 8th graders. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking jump off a roof. Like, no, this isn't fucking cool. I was so pissed. I was mad. I was in a bad vibe. So I didn't really even talk to Tiffany. I was really fucking annoyed. And she looked like a stuck up to me. So I was not going to associate myself with somebody like that. So then what happened?
We associate now.
Yeah, but I didn't even tell you how that happened. Like how we hung out that one time that we went to Wendy's. But I'll tell you in a second after I tell this story.
Wait, what?
Shut up. I'll tell you later. So...
okay.
Yeah, so her and her boyfriend were there. We were watching a movie. I don't remember what movie it was. I think it was...
I don't remember.
It was that movie about the men. It has something to do with the oil thing. And it blew up.
I don't remember.
Because I remember me and Ashley sitting next to each other and we started crying. But, so her and her boyfriend, Tiffany and her boyfriend were all the way, like, higher seats. Me and Ashley sat on lower seats. So, like, in the middle of the movie...
Stop.
In the middle of the movie, her boyfriend came running to me and Ashley was like, oh my god, we just kissed.
He didn't say that. He said she said yes. She said yes.
No.
And it was cringy as fuck.
No, he said we just kissed.
No, you want to know how I know that's not true? Because we didn't kiss till, like, after.
No, because how did I know that you guys kissed?
Because I probably told fucking Ashley. No, I wouldn't tell Ashley that. I wouldn't tell her that I, like, made out in the movie theater.
Yeah, no, he came up to us and was like, we just kissed. And I was like...
Oh my god, stop.
And then Ashley looked at me after he left and I was like, see, this is why I'm never hanging out with you again. She was like, stop.
I could hear her say that shit, too. Stop. Miss Ashley.
I was like,
this story's cringy, but it's making me miss my best friend.
And then he was like, this is going to be forever our time, 7/17.
Bruh, shut up. I told you that. You weren't there for that.
I know you told me that. That's why I brought it up.
He was more of a romantic than I was, which was sweet.
No, because I wouldn't want anyone to do that to me. Like, look at the time that we made out. This is our time, 7/17.
He didn't say that wasn't the time we made out, you fucking idiot. That was the time we dated.
Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, sorry. The day that he asked you out. My bad. Anywho. So, yeah. And then every single, like, not every single day, but, like, once in a while when it was 7/17, he would text her and be like, oh my god, it's 7/17.
No, he wouldn't. She's exaggerating.
So funny.
Okay, next story. Leading on. Go what you had to say.
So when I was a sophomore, Tiffany was a freshman. It was this one day. I was like, I think it was after we went to the football game. I think it was after we all went to the football game. I was bored and it was just me and Stephanie, and I was like, hey, we should invite Ashley to come eat with us. And she was like, yeah. So then we got Ashley and I was like, hey, we should bring your friend Tiffany. She was like, Tiffany? I was like, yeah, Tiffany. She was like, I thought you didn't like her. I was like, I never said I had anything against her. I just thought she was stuck up. But I was like, but you should invite her. So then Ashley invited her. Because we were going to go to the movies. That's what we were going to do.
Oh, I remember that day. I remember.
Yeah.
No, Ashley had a date that night.
Oh, yeah, she did.
She had a date that night. I remember.
Oh, yeah, she did. And then she invited me and Stephanie. And then I was like, you should invite Tiffany. And then Tiffany came.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then after that, we went to, like, Wendy's and stuff.
And then Ashley was with what's-his-face. And I was with
this Melody. I don't even remember his name, but yeah, she was with what's-his-face, I guess. That shit was funny. I remember this one time that me and Stephanie were driving. We were like, hey, we can go pick you guys up and drop you guys off. And you guys were like, no, it's fine. We'll take the bus. Because you guys didn't trust our driving. It was sophomore. It was when me and Stephanie were suspended.
Oh, shit. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, because her mom left us the car during those 2 days. So me and Stephanie were going to go pick you guys up. And you guys like, no, it's fine. And then me and Stephanie were like, what the fuck? So I was like, let's wait for them at the bus stop. So then we did. And we were like, oh, you fucking bitches. I was like, yeah, we're going to go get to Kylie. And then Ashley was like, oh, where are you guys going? I was like, I don't know. And she was like, okay. And then I think I said, do you guys want to come? And you're like, no, we're just going to stay here. I was like, okay, fuck. So then we left. To go pick up Kylie.
I don't know why we did that. I don't remember that at all.
I was just like, I don't remember why we did that. I was like, you guys are so fucking lame.
I don't know why we did that.
You guys are so fucking lame.
I think that's when we were both going through our thing where we only wanted to be like around each other.
No, because Ashley hung out with me and Stephanie and Kylie like every other day. So no, I think
was this January? Because that's when she started separating herself from people.
No, it was before January. Me and Stephanie got suspended in like September.
I can't hear you.
No, me and Stephanie got suspended in like September.
Okay, sorry, repeat it.
We got suspended in September.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was like January, February, because that's when she there was just separation, and then she started getting close to Ian and Ellie.
Yeah, no, because that was when me, her, Kylie, and Stephanie hung out like every other day.
And that day probably was, I don't know why we should know. I think maybe because of me, because like my mom was picking me up.
Oh, it was because of that. Because I remember that we went over to Ashley's house after you left.
Yeah, I think it was because my mom was picking me up. It was probably because of me.
It was because of you. I remember that now.
Oh, yeah, it was because of me then.
Yeah, you fucking buzzkill. That's why nobody fucking liked you.
I'm sorry, but that was what, freshman year? I definitely wasn't going to push my mom's buttons.
You pushed your mom buttons when you went out with like Michelle during like what, 8th grade?
I didn't push her buttons for that. She didn't care because it was in the neighborhood.
She didn't care because it was in the neighborhood.
Huh?
So you're telling me that I moved to your neighborhood, she wouldn't care?
Not if we like hung out in my neighborhood. We lived in apartments.
What if it was like you coming over to my house?
No.
She wouldn't care?
If it was in the house, she would be right by me.
What? Okay, so if I moved to your neighborhood, she would still wouldn't let us hang out.
She would let us hang out because it's in the same area.
Okay, well, my mom is thinking about moving to your neighborhood, so...
I don't know why. This neighborhood is crappy.
She likes it.
Huh?
She likes it. I like the neighborhood in front, but she likes that neighborhood.
No, I remember that. I remember when I used to go out with Michelle a lot. That was the best summer ever. Because I used to be real social, and I used to, like, have a nice body, and I would always go to the pool. And then I used to be, like, not giving a fuck, so I snuck out, like, just, like, twice. It wasn't that much, but still.
I probably snuck out twice in the same night. Like, Amy come pick us up, and then she drop us off, and Sergio would be like, yo, you up? I'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, all right, I'm coming to pick you and Stephanie up. I'd be like, all right, shit.
Answer.
Yep. Like, I have never, like, even in a week, like, back in the day, I wouldn't just sneak out twice in a week. I'd probably sneak out, like, 7 days of the week.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we snuck out, like, every day. It's poor connection. This is an entertainment from Melody. Actually, yeah. Fuck. Tiffany, I can't hear you.
How about now? Hello?
Hi, I can hear you now. Do you think we should end the podcast? It's already over an hour. I can't hear you again. I'm gonna just take that as a yes. That's
We've
the
been talking for an hour?
Yeah, so I'm gonna end the podcast now. That's it for
Okay.
today's podcast episode, you guys. I hope you guys kind of maybe enjoyed this one more than the other one because that one was kind of lame. Not gonna lie to you, not even gonna act like it
Yeah,
wasn't.
we're so sorry for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. But you guys can go follow me on Instagram at Melody Flores. Same thing on Twitter. Same thing on uh TikTok, and same thing on
On TikTok.
YouTube. Tiffany, you guys can go follow her at Love Tiff, spelled LUVV dot Tiff, TIFF. You really need to
I
change
know mine is so complex. I need
like
to change it, but I don't know what to change it to.
just change it to Tiffany Mendoza.
Ew. I don't want people knowing my government name.
Okay, so make a fake last name. My last name isn't really my last name, but well, it's my dad's last name, but I just don't have it on my birth certificate. Okay, but peace out. See you. Bye.